Shaniqua, the cousin I was arguing with, a whole army of people, like mad girls, boys, bats, like they were going crazy. It's the official Robyn Banks, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you want to hit that subscribe button, because this channel is full of tea, story times, drama, and I'm from Brooklyn, and everybody loves a bitch from Brooklyn. Everybody loves a bitch from New York. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Comment down below if I'm lying. As you read by the title, this story time is about the time I got into a brawl. This is my first, I think my first and only brawl I've ever been in. And I said I was gonna do no more fighting videos or fighting story times on my channel, because I feel like it depicts that I'm a violent person. I'm always in some type of rumble, and it's really not like that. A lot of these story times is old. I feel like everybody been through some shit in their life, and when you a bad bitch, bitches gonna hate, and that's one period. But I don't even know where to start this story. So basically, if you watch, I'm just gonna call the girl Shaniqua, because I called her that in my last story time. So me and this girl named Shaniqua, she lived on my block. She was mad cool. She was 2 years older than me, and I looked at her as a big sister. Like, we were mad cool. We used to be on the phone every day, like house phone conversations. I would always chill on her porch, she would always chill on my porch. We was mad cool, and we went through one of the most traumatic things together as friends. Like, that's how close we were. We got hit by a car together. Like, we was close. Like, you see her, you see me. Like, that was sis. But I'm not gonna lie, Shaniqua had a lot of bad ways to her. It got to a point that as we got older, my mom didn't really want me hanging out with her because she was older than me. So she was experiencing more than me, and I felt like my mom felt like I was probably feeling pressured to do certain things hanging with her, because when I was in middle school, she was already in high school, because she was 2 years older than me. So I guess y'all could pinpoint where I'm getting with that. So it got to a point where my mom wanted me to distance myself from her, so I would just like sneak hang out with her. And she also had a lot of family issues and just a lot of stuff going on in her life that my mom felt like was affecting me negatively. So I wouldn't chill with her no more, but I wouldn't chill with her no more. But there was another girl that we used to chill with named Cara, which Cara lived the house next door to Shaniqua, and I was always cool with Cara and Cara's brother. So even right now, Cara is my sis, and her bro is like my bro. That's like family. We all grew up together. So one day, I was chilling at Cara's house outside. We was all chilling. Although me and Shaniqua, we stopped talking. It was never really it was never really beef, but there was a little bit of tension, I believe, between families, more so because I guess her mom felt the way like, oh, why your mom think that you too good to hang out with my daughter type shit. I guess it was that. So that caused a little bit tension between me and Shaniqua. So I'm chilling at Carver crib one day, and this was BBM days, so I forgot what I was asking. I forgot what I asked Shaniqua on BBM, but Cara's little brother, we're gonna call him Mikey. So Mikey took my phone. I don't know if I was texting Shaniqua on Mikey's phone or Mikey took my phone, but he said SMD. Like, mad out of nowhere, he texted Shaniqua SMD, and Shaniqua responded like, stop playing with me, da da da. I think it was that on my phone. It was really me on my phone. Shaniqua responded like, oh, stop playing with me. And he was playing on my phone like, okay, what you gonna do about it? I like popping shit, playing on my phone, acting like it's me. Like, he was basically pranking her, acting like it's me. But Shaniqua got serious and she started talking crazy, and I'm like, all right. I wrote her like, that wasn't me, that was Mikey playing on my phone. And she was like, I don't give a damn who it was. Like, stop talking crazy on my phone or we're gonna have to get it. And I'm like, girl,
boy, if you don't get
girl. Anyway, so now it went from him pranking her, playing on my phone, to me and her really arguing. Mind you, I'm next door from her house, so people is amping me. They like, oh, she's talking crazy, we could go next door. Like, you could go next door and fight her. Like, it's nothing, she's talking crazy. So I text Shaniqua like, come outside, because I'm about to ring your bell, come outside. At this time, I I was really like you know from my other videos, I am not a fighter, but like I feel like if people want to fight me, I'm never gonna back down. Like one thing about me, I'm not no punk. I'm not a punk ass bitch. And the threats that she was sending, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you, mind you, we live on the same block. So it was like, baby girl, you don't gotta wait till you see me. I'm already next door. I'm about to ring your bell. Like, what happened? Like, I'm about to, she was like, come to my door, come to my door. And I'm like, everybody's like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna come to your door. So like, you know, everybody knows rule number one to find somebody, don't go to nobody's house, because they could do anything they want to you. Like, they could throw bleach on you, they could stab you, anything. Like, you came to their property. So I'm like, I'm not coming. She was like, come to my door, I'm about to come out right now. So everybody was amped up. Mind you, Cara crib was the chill spot, so it was a lot of people in her crib. Everybody amped up like, oh, they about to fight, we outside, come on, let's go. So I go to her door, I knocked on the door 3 times, she ain't come. So I left from the door, because it's like, I knocked on the door, waited like 10 minutes, she ain't come out. I'm like, nah. Everybody was saying like little jokes. They like, oh nah, she boiling the water to throw on you. So I started getting paranoid, like maybe she is boiling some water to throw on me. Let me move off her porch. So I came off her porch, went back to Cara's house. She's texting me back to back. I'm like, girl, I don't have time for you. I came to your door, you did not come outside to fight. So stop writing me. Like, have a good night, have a nice day. Like, have a nice day. Like, stop writing me. So she was like, girl, I was in the bathroom, I wasn't by my phone, come back. I'm like, all right, I'm coming back, but I'm not coming in your gate, so I'm gonna be outside your gate. Come. So mind you, this is like a never-ending story. So I goes outside of her gate. I'm like, come out. Instead of Shaniqua coming out, her mom comes out, and her mom is some Jamaican lady. So her mom comes out with a big ass machete, like, oh, don't come to my yard trying to fight my daughter, don't come in my yard trying to fight my daughter. And I'm like, wow, for you to pull out a knife, I'm like 14, 15, what are you pulling out a knife on me for? 2, your daughter told me to pull up to fight. Like, did she tell you that? She told me to come to the gate to fight. And 3, you know me, you watch me grow up, so I'm not no stranger off the street. What are you coming outside with a knife for? Came outside with a big dirty machete trying to chop me up. After that, everybody was like, oh yeah, she's wilding. So I went home and I told my mother, like, this lady tried to pull a knife out on me. Like, she's crazy. She pulled a machete out on me just because me and Shaniqua got in a little argument. We was about to fight. She comes outside with a knife. So my mom was like, don't go to those people, like, don't go to nobody's house trying to fight them. Basically giving me a lecture. What you went to her house to fight her for? No matter if she told you to come to her house, do not go to her house to fight her, because anything could have happened to you. And my mom was like, when she see her mom, she's gonna address her mother, like, why would you pull a knife out on my daughter? So this is where this drama begins. That is where the drama begins. That's the introduction to all the shit that's about to go down. So boom, I guess my mother ended up running into her mom on the street or some shit and told her like, yo, what you pulling a knife out on my daughter for? I don't know, they probably had some grown woman mom to mom talk. And I get on Twitter and this bitch Shaniqua is throwing subs like, oh, bitches is pussy, bitches is so scary, they had to have their mom talk to my mom, so I'm not touching you when I see you because you're gonna get your mom to talk to my mom. And I'm like, girl, my mother only spoke to your mother because your mother pulled a knife out on me. It had nothing to do with me fighting you. I never told my mom to squash the beef. None of that. Like, your mother pulled the knife out on me. I told my mother and it was out of line. My mother felt the need to have an adult conversation and let her know that is not acceptable. Regardless if we doing little kid bickering, your mother should not get involved. So now me and her starts arguing. Me and Shaniqua starts arguing. She's like, oh, whatever, I'ma see you. So boom, the next day I'm sitting on Cara porch and Shaniqua passes by. So everybody on Cara porch is amping me like, go pop on her, da da da. She passing. I'm like, nah, I'm not touching her because her mother play with knives. Then she gonna say that my mother, and then I'm like, my mother told me like, leave it alone, da 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 da. I'm not gonna lie, my mother did tell me leave it alone. It was not that serious. So I left it alone. I didn't pop on her. It's not because I was pussy or nothing like that. It's just like, when I'm not letting y'all gas me, and 2, it's like, it really was not that serious. I was ready for it to die out. So she goes in the house. She comes back out with her whole family, like her mother, her 2 older cousins, her little cousin, her aunt. They live next door from Cara, so they're outside on the porch. They're yelling to me, if you want to fight, come now. Her mother like, if you want to fight, ooh, I said her name. If you Shaniqua? Come now. Come to the stairs. Come to the stairs. So I'm like, my mom told me not to come to nobody's porch. Come meet me halfway. Because there's like... Shaniqua's house is right here. Carver's house right here. There's like enough space for us to meet like right here and fight. I'm like, my mom told me not to come to your porch. Meet me halfway. So they're like, oh, you're a punk. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. You don't want to fight. Like doing the most. So I'm like... I don't know why I let that gas me, but one thing, like I said, I'm not no punk ass bitch. Nobody could call me pussy. Like, you can't try to punk me. I don't give a fuck. It was your whole family. So I posed up. They like, oh, step in the gate. I'm like, I'm not fighting in your gate, because y'all could all jump me in your gate and say that I pulled up into your yard. Like, no, we're gonna fight in the mutual area, period. So we fought. It was regular. I wish I could find the video. I'm gonna see if somebody could send me the video of me and her fighting. We fought. It was so garbage because like Shaniqua was not a fighter. Like I think that was her first fight in her whole life. And me, I'm not a fighter either, but I'm not pussy. So it was so trash. It was so corny. And I'm like, and her mom was like, yeah, all right, so y'all fought and it's done. Y'all not gonna argue, not doing the internet shit, none of that. So I go home, I'm chilling, I'm on Twitter, I'm on BBM, and everybody starts hitting me up. Oh, Shaniqua posted a video of y'all fighting. She said she beat you up. This girl posted a snippet of like 10 seconds, like the last 10 seconds, to make it seem like she ragged me or something. She posted a video. So now it just sparks another argument, because I'm going back and forth like, what are you posting this for? Because your mother said we fighting and it's done. What do you keep, like, what are you doing all of this for? You know what I mean? What are you doing all this for? So now I'm arguing with her. Shaniqua has a cousin that's trying to argue with me. Like, Shaniqua does not want to argue with me. Her cousin wants to argue with me. Mind you, her cousin is grown, like 17, 18, and I'm like 14 at the time. Her cousin kept addressing me, and I'm like, stop talking to me. I don't know you. Her cousin like, oh, we're going to pull up to your crib, da-da-da-da-da, or whatever. I'm like, whatever. Next day comes. My bell is ringing. I'm chilling. Came home from school, chilling. My bell is ringing. When I say my bell is ringing, it's like, zing, zing, zing. Like, somebody is pressing on that shit. So I look outside. It's Shaniqua, the cousin I was arguing with, a whole army of people, like mad girls, boys, bats. Like, they were going crazy. I wanted to open the door. I was like, damn, it's mad people. They really gonna fuck me up. Then I started thinking, I'm about to go get bleach. I'm gonna get something, because I'm not about to have people pulling up to my crib making it seem like they could just pull up to my crib in front of me. It was not given that. So I came outside with a bottle of bleach. I'm like, if any of y'all, because they was at the bottom of my stairs. The way my house is set up, I have two staircases, so like 2 sets of stairs. They was at the first set at the bottom. So I'm like, if y'all come up another step, like if y'all come to the second steps, I'm throwing bleach on all of y'all. So the girl was like, oh, you're a pussy, come outside, we're not gonna jump you. I'm just thinking about that little meme with the Proud family, with the 3 of them. They like, come outside, girl, we're not gonna jump you. Clearly y'all gonna jump me, because why did y'all bring all these people? I already fought her one-on-one. It was just her family. Now you bringing friends. Like, you really want to jump me so bad. Why? I'm like, I'm not coming down the stairs. They're like, you're a pussy. She's recording me. Like, oh, this girl don't want to come outside. But she's not showing that she's with 80 million people. I'm never coming outside to fight you. You got boys with bats, girls, cousins, aunties, everybody. I'm like, let me call my squad. Feel me? Mind you, this was around 3 o'clock. So after we go back and forth or whatever, my neighbor seen us going back and forth and seen all them people in front of my crib. They was like, my neighbor was like, go in the house. Do not come outside. Don't let them amp you to come outside, because they're going to jump you. Don't listen to them. Like, go in your house. So I went in my house. And I'm back. I start calling up all my girls. Mind you, I didn't have a lot of close friends like ride or die, gonna come out and fight for me. But I had this one friend. Her name is Taisha. She don't care I'm saying her name, but my friend Taisha, Tuka, if you know Tuka, you know she gets it. I told y'all in my one of my first story times. Tuka, she gets it, she with it, whenever, however, whoever, she don't care, by herself. So I called Tuka, I'm like, yo, bestie, these bitches is trying to jump me. Like, these bitches pulled up to my crib, 60 deep, like, niggas, all that. Round some people up, because I didn't have the goonies, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't have a lot of friends, and the friends I did have, they was on some pretty bitch shit. They was on some get it on shit, so I wasn't gonna call the baddies. So I know Tuka, she's a baddie, but she gets it on. So she gon' squat up for nothing. She don't play about me. So I called her like, yo, these bitches trying to jump me. She like, who? I'm like, these bitches on my block. Feel me? So boom. She like, alright, I'm about to be there block. Give me like 30-40 minutes tops. I'm like, alright. I'm like, alright, but you know how people say, oh, they're gonna pull up. You don't think they're gonna pull up. So Tuka, I think I get a phone call 30-40 minutes later. Tuka like, yo, I'm at the end of your block. It's Shaniqua trying to fight, right? We going to Shaniqua crib. I'm like, she like, come down the block. Come put your head tie on, everything. I'm like, alright. I pulls up. It's Tuka. It's Tuka and like 6 other girls, like 6-7 other girls. I knew the other girls, but like they closer to Tuka. Like I knew them from Tuka. Like, so they like, oh yeah, with a girl like that want to fight, that's trying to jump you with her people at. Like we all ready. Everybody was squatted up, head tie, sweatpants, sneakers, like ready to rumble. Period. So we go to Shaniqua house, and I don't remember if I called on the phone, rang her bell or what, but I was like, come outside. We here. Shaniqua did not want to come outside. She sent her boyfriend outside. Her boyfriend comes outside like, oh, if y'all think y'all about to jump my shorty, that's a dub. Da-da-da, talking. We like, bro, you a dude. Like, this not about you. It's all females out here. You're a dude. Mind you, you pulled up to my crib with your shorty and you're with all your niggas too. So y'all pulled up to my crib trying to jump me. Why I can't pull up to your crib? I don't get it. Like, why I can't pull up on your shorty? There's no niggas here. And boom. That's where he fucked up, because once he got himself involved, I called up my best friend, because I had a male best friend at the time who pulled up with 3 boys. So now we even. You got your niggas, I got my bitches, she got her bitches. Mind you, I think at this time they thought I wasn't gonna retaliate, so all their whole crew was gone. It was just Shaniqua and her boyfriend at the time. So Shaniqua like, oh, I'm not coming outside. Shaniqua was like, you should have came outside when I came to fight you earlier. You didn't come outside. I'm like, girl, I was not coming outside. You had 20 people with you. Now I had to get my team together. My team is together. Baby, what's good? Do you want to fight or not? And I'm like, if we fight this time, it's done. Like, we're not going to keep going back and forth. We live across the street from each other. So this is going to be it after this. Like, I'm not going to keep calling people up. You're not going to keep calling people up. It's done. So Shaniqua didn't come outside. Her boyfriend came outside off the mouth. Then one by one people started pulling up. I guess that's she was in the house calling her crew. Her auntie came outside, her mother came outside, like everybody came outside. So now we in the middle of the street. We're in the middle of the street. You know how older people are with younger people. Like, her aunts was outside. They was trying to regulate. Like, they was trying to say like, yo, y'all not jumping, this group is not jumping this group. It's just like you and Shaniqua could fight one more time, one-on-one. And I'm like, cool. But then her auntie was like, matter of fact, y'all not fighting. Like, leave it. Y'all grew up together. Y'all used to be mad cool. I'm like, all of that is out the window. She pulled up to my crib with mad people. She keep doing the internet shit. Like, I don't care about growing up or what. I try to leave it alone. When I was chilling on the porch, my mother told me to leave it alone. But y'all was antagonizing me. So now, it's my turn. Like, feel me? She was trying to regulate. She's like, all right, it's a one-on-one. So now, Shaniqua was in front of her porch, but she's not trying to come downstairs to fight. I'm like, come downstairs to fight. Your auntie says it's going to be a one-on-one. Me and you going to fight. I just brought my people here because you trying to jump me earlier. I'm trying to make sure I don't get jumped. And Shaniqua cousin, remember I told you it was a Shaniqua cousin that was trying to argue with me, that was trying to do the most. She stepped up to me like, no, you're not fighting Shaniqua. I am going to fight you. I'm like, girl, who are you? Like, I don't even know you. Why do you want to fight me? Why do you want to fight me for your cousin? Why don't your cousin come and fight me? This is me and your cousin beef. So that's when Tuka stepped up like, you're not fighting her. I'm going to fight you. And Shaniqua finally came down the stairs and she stood behind her cousin. And her cousin was talking to me and I just blacked out and I just, boop, popped on Shaniqua. Because it's like, girl, you doing all of this. You got people standing trying to defend you, but you're doing too much. Like, you doing this talking shit, saying I'm pussy on the internet, all that, but you're the one who really don't want to fight. So me and Shaniqua started fighting, I believe. And after I threw the first punch, everybody started fighting. Like, my whole gang attacked their gang. Like, it was like, this is Sparta. Like, her boyfriend was getting beat up by my best friend. It was a brawl out. I wish I could find a video. I'm gonna ask my bro Mikey for the video. Once I get the video, I'm gonna try to put the clips in.
World star. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, you feel me? Niggas got the mix. Oh shit. Bitches from the Bay wildin'. Females from the Bay wildin'. Oh. Oh shit. Bitches from the Bay wildin'.
Touch my bitches.
Oh, niggas is back over here, boy. Niggas is back over here. Oh, Shorty got a knife. Shorty got a knife. Shorty got a knife. Shorty got a knife.
Days, so the quality is probably gonna be dirt. Like everybody had a BlackBerry these days, so quality is probably trash. It was like, this is Sparta. We was all fighting. Then I realized for a second when I let go of her, like I was attending to another fight. Like it was just mad fights happening. And I look up. Somebody's like, watch out. She throwing rocks. I look up. Shaniqua is in front of her porch. From her porch. Throwing rocks. Her mother, her auntie. Throwing mad rocks at us. Throwing mad rocks at us. I'm not gonna lie though. My side of the war was winning. Bitches' asses was getting handled on the plate. Like, we was giving it to them. Like, doing them in. And it's crazy because if you watch my other story time about me fighting my friend, Scary was there. And Scary, she was acting like she was fighting, but we didn't see her the whole fight. Like, she disappeared. But she popped back up when the fights was done. So that's why I call her Scary. She not like that. She ran off when we was getting jumped. Well, when we was jumping, whatever the case may be. Anyways, it turned into a whole brawl. We was getting it on or whatever. Shorty's on the porch throwing rocks. Her whole family throwing rocks. You know they Jamaicans. Only Jamaicans throw stones in a fight. Like, who does that? Throwing mad rocks at us. Her mother like, oh, we're gonna kill you. Da da da. Mind you, I'm 15. Like, grown ass woman talking to me like that. Anyways, the police pulled up. Everybody dispersed. Everybody tried to get low, run off, or whatever case may be. I goes home. Feel me? So the police pulled up. Since we was fighting in front of their house, the police pulled up in front of their house and everybody dispersed. But they was asking the mother and the aunts, like, what's happening? Like, what was happening? Questioning them. Then the mother and the aunt gonna say that I pulled up to their house and I started the fight and I threatened them. And the Shaniqua cut herself, I guess, with a rock or some shit. Like, she got a cut with a rock or some shit. She gonna say they told the police that I sliced her up and all that. I don't even use weapons when I fight. I'm not like that. Like, I'm not a fighter. These people are so crazy. This girl cut herself so that I could go to jail, and I got locked up. But I got released the same day. But I got locked up. It was an order protection press, which was weird because we live on the same street. They was just telling us, like, avoid each other, avoid contact, no more fights after this, no more internet shit after this. But I was really mad because the whole reason why we even had this brawl was so dumb. Like, it was all because this boy was playing on my phone and he's playing a prank. Like, it just got escalated and it turned into a whole week-long beef. Up to this day, I don't consider we have beef, but we see each other on the street. We do not speak. It was a few times after that me and her went back and forth at it, but like, I was like, I'm not gonna keep fighting you. We live on the same street. Like, we're getting older. We're not gonna keep going back and forth, jumping each other. Like, that's corny. But we see each other. We don't speak. She probably say a little something slick. She did that one time in the store and I almost had to, like, but she probably say something when she see me in the corner store, something a little slick under her breath. I'll probably say something a little slick, but we don't talk. And this fight happened like probably almost 10 years ago. But yeah, this was a story of time. This is a story about how I got into a brawl with with my neighbor. I don't even know what to call her. But this is the time, my one and only, my first and last brawl. Comment down below if y'all ever got into a brawl before. Like, I'm not gonna lie, as violent as it was fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know it sounds crazy, but if you're from Brooklyn or if you're from New York, you get it. You're gonna have to jump somebody, get jumped, or brawl out at least once in your life. But I did have fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of fun. That's not my style no more. Like, I just stay pretty. I let bitches stay mad. I'm not pulling up to houses, none of that. It's corny. But comment down below if you ever had to jump somebody, if you ever got jumped, or you ever been in a brawl before. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, you like this video, you should watch my other story times and hit that subscribe button because we on the road to 10K, and right now we about at 6K around. From 6K we gonna go 7K, 8K, 9K, 10K, and it's still gonna go up from there because it's up and it's stuck, period.